All right, let's do an eBay unboxing. Now, I just woke up. It's 3:14 p.m. and I didn't even know what day of the week it was. And I asked, I can't say the name because it'll go off on my phone, Google, what day of the week it was. And it told me it was Sunday. I hate Sundays. So, all right, let's start unboxing this in fast motion. I don't even know what's in here. I order so much things. So it's a miser coin purse. It's perfect for a miser, and yes, I am a miser. The only way I give things away is if I'm forced to give things away. Like, for example, when my husband asked me nicely to give something away to the priest at our local Catholic church, he had to argue with me for 6 months until I finally did. And guess what? I got a call from the priest thanking me for my gift that my husband forced me to give. So a miser purse is perfect. What the hell is a miser purse? Let's go over this. So this is from the Victorian era, the time of A Christmas Carol, when they had stocking purses, and Ebenezer Scrooge himself would be using one of these. So the way that these purses work, and they're miserly, is that you move these rings. Let's flip it over. Now, this is in the time frame of when a woman would be actually allowed to wear a purse, which would be usually a sock, because men actually wouldn't trust their wives with the finances, which is perfectly, actually, yeah, that's pretty understandable. Like, I don't think my husband would disagree with me here. And yeah, and so until a certain time, these little things came in style because the husband had no choice, because grocery stores were invented, boys and girls, and they were at work all day, and grocery stores probably closed at 5 p.m. or 3 p.m., not like the Piggly Wiggly today stays open till 10 p.m. And so the woman had to pick up a few groceries because grocery stores came into existence. So these would stop pickpockets. Yes, pickpockets. Even though women really didn't wear pockets on their dresses. Actually, in the 1860s and earlier, they used to have little slits in their dresses that they used to drop coins and stuff down into, or they would hide their money in their socks or in their garters or in their bosoms. And well, these became all the rage, boys and girls. And there would be patterns that would be sold in one of those Victorian magazines of torture and yeah. I think it was like Godey's. Did I say that right? Godey apostrophe S, Godey's, I don't know. And so there would be patterns in there so women can make little accessories and so on and so forth. So these would actually be neat, because sometimes on one side of the sock that's made out of like crochet, I think this is crocheted, and someone's going to come in the comments and be a prick and correct me. And basically there would be two sides. Yeah, two sides, just like two sides of a coin, boys and girls. And so one side would have different denominations of coins than the other, so it was easy to figure out which side of the sock or the miser's purse the different denominations of coins were. So how this works is, now if you're a pickpocket, this isn't going to be easy because it's hard for the person that owns this purse to even get coins out of it. So I'll demonstrate for you. Let's go ahead and you move these little rings. You move these little rings and there'll be a slit. Look at that, a slit. Isn't this swell, boys and girls? Is there a coin in here? And so you would drop your coin in here, just like so. It's like a tube. Look at that. Like a little crochet condom. And yeah, and you'd have to, oh my God, I can't even get my hand in here. And fumble around. Is there a coin in here? Sometimes you get lucky, boys and girls. No, there is no coin. Let me get a coin of my own and we'll drop it in there. All right, so on this side, we're going to put, what is this, a dime? Yeah, I found this in my yard. There we go. It's crusty. All right, so we're going to put the dime in. So we move the little ring. We're going to put the dime in. And then we're going to know what side is what, right? So if we go to our mercantile, is that what they were? Probably a mercantile. And yeah, so you're going to drop, oh, crap. You see? It's hard to use these things. And I'm not really good at this. And come on, get in there. Get in there. Get in there. See what a pain in the butt this was? All right, so you drop your coin in. Is it in there? I think it's in there. And then you move your little slide going across, boom. And you know the dime is in this side. And then you're going to go to this side. You're going to move the ring. Watch this. Watch the magic, boys and girls, of the Victorian era. And what a pain in the ass it was. And look, you find your slit. And you're going to drop your, is there anything in here? No, I don't feel anything. And you're going to drop your coin on this side. And look, it goes right on this side. So now you know that, let's close the slit, by the way. Now you know that this side has a dime in it, which back in 1880, I'd say, a dime was worth... Oh, if you hear that annoying noise, it's my neighbor's mongrels next door. Okay, 10 cents in 1880 is worth $2.50. What is a dime worth? Now, look at this. Look how much inflation happened. All right, so we're going to go to 0.25. And in 1880, wait, how do we get rid of the keyboard? I don't know. Oh, no. What are you doing? We're going to the future now. Okay, wait, 1880. 1880. And a dime was worth, how do we get rid of the keyboard? I don't know. A dime was worth, wait, no, not 1800. What the hell is going on? Hold on. Ugh. I'm trying to do this sideways because I know you people don't like the freaking TikTok, 1880, 2025, here we go. 10 cents in 1800. No, you fuckers. Wow, that was in 1800. Yeah, a dime was worth $2.50 today. All right, 1880 to 2025. Oh, calculate. There it is. Okay. 25 cents in 1880 was worth $7.74 today. Now we go back to the dime because it had 1800. 0.10. And let's calculate this bitch. Here we go. And it was worth $3.09. So if you had 3 dimes, I suck at math, you would have like $9 in one side. And if you had, what was that again? I have a short attention span. Let's go back. 0.25. Let's go ahead and calculate. And here we go. And yeah, you'd have, 28 cents was worth $8.66. No, not, yeah. 28 cents was worth $8.66 today. But I didn't want, oh, yeah. We have to change this. 0.25. Hello. All right, let's get this bitch going. $7. Okay, 7.14.21, 20-something dollars. So 1/4 would be 20-something dollars. The other thing was what? How much was it again? Yeah. All right, so you can imagine how much coins were worth. It had dollar coins. So a dollar coin in 1880 would be $31. So you can imagine why they needed purses this small, boys and girls. Beads were very popular starting in the Georgian era, and these are steel cut beads. Generally, they started out in Europe and then came to America. And you can tell the American beads because they're inferior to the European beads, because the European beads do not rust like the American beads do, but these have a little bit of tinting of rust on it. But I got this purse for a miserly price, and it was like, I think, $12.90 plus like $4.99 shipping plus tax made it worthwhile. You could walk around with this like this, over her hand, right? Or she could place it over her waist, like there would be like a little belt that they would wear sometimes, or, some kind of hook or something hanging from their waist. And this would hang down from their waist most generally. Or they could place it inside their corset, or they could put it actually inside their stocking, which I don't think that you want to do because you saw how much of a pain in the ass it was to get the coin out or the coin in, which is like ludicrous. Like I was saying, these were generally not store-bought purses. These would be made by the actual woman who owned it, or a friend of hers, or what have you. And she would get this from a pattern from like Godier's, I don't know, magazine. And they would just get the beads. They would get the beads from somewhere. I don't know. Probably a mercantile. And yeah, and boom, you ended up with your own sock purse, just like Ebenezer Scrooge. The crazy part is this thing smells like the Victorian era, which I thought would be very unpleasant, but it smells like the smell of lavender. And that was a popular perfume in the 1880s. Lavender was really quite popular, and it smells actually like the original owner, because this was never washed, boys and girls. You can't wash something with beads on it. Even if you took this to the dry cleaner, this would be decimated. And trust me, I worked at a dry cleaner before, and little steel cut beads like this would not last a dry cleaning. And so this is a cool purse. And let's check out some more stocking purses or miser purses. Approximate age, by the way, you're wondering. These things were made from like the Georgian era or pre-Georgian era to about it wanes in popularity around 1900 or so. So we'll never know how old this one is. Although from the pattern that I see here, which is a checkerboard, and the other pattern which I see, which goes like this, I'm going to guesstimate this is from the 1890s to 1903. I could be wrong. I'm not a freaking expert over here. But let's look at some other ones. We're going to just look at some other ones that you can find on the internet. At one time, these were so expensive, I couldn't even afford them. So on Poshmark, now a lot of times they have holes in them and the beads are missing. So when you get one that's pretty intact and not rusted up and no holes in the, is that crochet? I don't know. Don't be a prick in the comments and try to, like, I don't know, exert embarrassment to me and tell me I'm wrong because I can't stand criticism. Yeah, so here we go. $89.99. These things used to be in the 200s. This one's a very early one. I can definitely tell it's probably like 1850s, 1840s. Again, here's one just like mine that was probably from a pattern, and I don't see a price. But you can see some of them still exist, some of them in really insane colors. Let's go into this one, and it says knitted. Okay, knitted. There we go. Knitted, beaded. And you can see the beads. Yeah, they've sunk. They've sunk right in this area right here. And it happens. You miss beads. Look, the bead, the string is showing. So this one isn't even in that fantastic of condition. And let's look at other photos of it. There we go. Very pretty, though. Pretty blue. Or green. Maybe I don't know. I'm probably, yeah, teal. I don't know. And didn't I press the button? Oh, here we go. And they're showing you the side that opens up. Yeah, this one is pretty. Yeah, it's scuffed. And how much are they selling this one for? $128. Let's go back and back. There we go. And here's the other ones. Here's a 19th century one, 1800s, eBay. Here's another one with green. We see over here. And let's go back. And these are actually in a lot of museums, boys and girls. And you can see the different kinds you can find, which are quite cool. People still actually make them. But I can tell mine is old. Look at the orange and, yeah, it's like red and like an orangey yellow. Really quite cool. They came in all different colors. This one's really pretty. Look at that. Those are all steel beads. And this was a pattern, I think, from a Victorian era. Sometimes you could actually buy them. Oh, okay, yes, look. There are actually materials that you need to get, it shows you, and how to actually make one of these, which is quite cool because they didn't really buy these made. It's very rare that they bought these made. Look at this one. You can get 3 on eBay. And the prices are trending downward, sadly, because they're actually plentiful. This one is 128 doll hairs, cut steel beads. And it's in nice condition. Some of these would have dangles that would sharp pointed like that. And usually ones with acorns hanging from them, metal acorns, are usually older. I think this one is a very old one, and it looks like an acorn style thing is hanging from it. And it would have rods on the top. Yeah, that one's an older one. And you can just see how like pretty cool it is to collect these old purses. So having one of these in my collection, actually I have a whole bunch of these in my collection, is quite cool. Yes, the beads are sort of rusty, but this is telling me this was American made. This, could it be cleaned? I could probably take Simichrome to it, but rust is very dodgy. You don't want to mess around with it. The beads will probably, they're sewn on. So you don't want to mess around with it because it's going to probably fall off. And since there's no beads missing from this, I really love it. Let's go ahead and check out the other side. The other side fared better because it was probably placed this way in storage. And this side, actually the opposite. And this side was protected as opposed to the other side. But look at the checkerboard pattern. These are American steel beads and not European. Quite cool. Look at that. We got our danglies. And what's great is there's no strings sticking out of them. They're in good shape. They're a little stiff from age, but they still dangle nicely. We got our original rings, which a lot of times go missing. There's no holes in it. And I did put a coin in each side. So did you learn anything? If you did, write a 1 in the comments below. And let's get some more antique purses. Actually, there's another one that arrived. Actually, it's arriving tomorrow. And we'll do another antique purse video. Now, again, women were really not the first persons to use purses. It was men that would carry socks around until the the idea became to make them more prettier and more fashionable, and then women were more interested in them, and then they started to be actually like trusted with finances to go to the mercantile or the local grocery store. And as you can see, coins were worth a hell of a lot more money than they are today, so you didn't need anything big to carry around. You just needed a couple of coins in each side, and you could buy all your groceries with it.